How to remove the battery from the Invicta Russian diver. Alright, so let's dive right in. These are the tools you're going to need right here. Okay, you're also going to need this to remove the back cover. And the Invicta uses this kind of battery right here, SR927SW, which is 395. It's the equivalent to that. So I got Energizer 395. And we're just going to replace the battery and get it working again. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do to make it easier to remove this, because it is a screw back, we're going to undo this part so you have a lot more movement, so you can get in there and use the tool to undo the screw back. Now this is the tool you're going to use. You can just adjust it with this ring part right here. I already have it set so it fits, and you gotta be really careful because you don't want to scratch up the back of the watch. And you're just simply going to put it on the grooves of the watch right here. See the groove right there? You're going to match it up with that one. Once we're matched up, we're just going to use a little bit of force. Once you got it, swift movement. You should be able to do it with your fingers and just grab each side and then start twisting it counterclockwise. Okay, and then the back should come off. Okay, there it is. So we successfully removed the back. Now the other part you got to remove is this plastic piece right here, which you should be able to do easily with your fingers, because we want to get to the battery that's right in there. Now if it becomes too difficult, that's when this other tool comes into play. You can just use this tool to lift the plastic piece off. Want to make sure you don't pull this part out. Okay, once the plastic is out, you want to get to the battery, which is right there. Now I already removed the piece using the tool, but I'm going to show you just in case. So you'll notice that this part right here, this tab is usually underneath this metal piece here. So all you're going to do is just remove that out. You're just going to pull it out. You won't be harming anything. You're just going to pull that out, and then you're going to use the same tool to remove the battery, or you can also just use your finger as well. Either way. Okay, so now we have our battery out, and you want to get a brand new one. Once you have the brand new one, you're going to put it in with the positive side up. Okay, so the tool we're going to use to remove this piece is a flathead screwdriver, one made for watches. So you can get to this flathead screw that holds down this part right here. Okay, so we remove the screw. Okay, once we have this part down, we're going to have to hold it with our fingers so the battery doesn't pop out. Then I have to switch to a much smaller flathead, which is this one here, because the screw is just too tiny with what I was using before. And then we're just going to screw it down just to get that battery in there. Okay, we got the battery in. I had to take the bit out of the actual electric screwdriver, and I used the smallest part here. This little screwdriver was hard to get in, so one of the things I did was the electric screwdriver comes with a magnetize and demagnetizer. So in order to get that little screw, I would magnetize this just to pick it up and get it into the hole, and then once it was time to screw it down, I would demagnetize it, and I was able to get it in there. Now let's put it all back together. It should be working properly now. So we're going to put this back just like we had it before. Put this piece in carefully. Okay, that's going to hold everything in together. Then we're going to get the cover, put the cover back on. Water seal that we want to put back on there. Now make sure that that's in place. Now let's put the cover back on. Okay, we can do it with our fingers first, and we'll tighten it up with the tool. Okay, and there you go. Now it's working. Okay, if you guys are interested in this watch, it does come with the original box, plus the paperwork, plus tags, and yeah, it's ready to go. It's working perfectly. Pretty thick looking watch. So that was a lot of fun to work on. I polish up the front a little bit, clean up some of this stuff here just to make it look a little bit better for you guys. And Invicta Pro Diver Russian.